the NBA because the Bucks are back with a vengeance. The series is tied at 2 games. However, the big story out of this, Kyrie Irving is injured. His night ended in the second quarter, suffering a right ankle sprain. No word on his status going forward. Now, KD, the last man standing of the big three, did his best. Yeah, it looks bad.
So bad.
He finished with 28, but it wasn't enough. Giannis had 34, 7 boards. Chris Middleton dropped in 19 as the Bucks picked up the 107-96 win.
I got a winner for you here. Time to go to bed. Yes, that's right. PJ Tucker had himself a game defensively, especially against Kevin Durant. KD went 3 for 12 and only 9 points, including 0-2 in the fourth quarter, with Tucker as the primary defender.
That's what happens when you piss PJ Tucker off. They got in that little tiff in the last game. Now he can't score.
Advantage, PJ.
Exactly. Loser, the Kyrie effect. After Kyrie left the game with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter, the Nets were 21 of 51 from the field, but they shot just 4 for 19 from 3. They entered the game with a negative 4.6 net efficiency with net off the court this postseason, and no other player on the Nets roster had a negative efficiency net rating when off the court. So they need that man.
Yeah, those statistics tell you that the Nets are doing bad in this game, indeed. The Bucks scored 26 points in this game in transition, okay? Giannis scored 17 of those points. How many did the Nets score in total? 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's just pile on the stats to tell you how bad the Nets did in this game.
It's not good. It's not looking good. Here's a loser. The big one. The big three played together 8 times during the regular season, and they have only played together 14 total times. The Nets scored with all 3, or the Nets record with all 3, 11-3. The Nets record with 2, 27-11. The Nets record with only 1 is 9-6. And they only win by an average of 1.4 points per game. So not looking good for Brooklyn.
All right, now the Suns are looking good. They brought out the brooms in Denver with a 125-118 win in Game 4 to sweep the series. Devin Booker, Chris Paul lit up the scoreboard. Paul putting up a game-high 37. Booker adding 34 of his own. Nikola Jokic, the NBA MVP, his night was cut short when he was ejected late in the third quarter after a flagrant 2 foul on Suns guard Cameron Payne. Now the Suns will face the winner of the Jazz-Clippers series in the Western Conference Finals. Guys, talk to me.
All right, I'm going to go with winner. Still got it. Chris Paul at age 36 and 38 days is the second oldest player with a 30-point game in a series, clinching a win. Only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was older when he scored 32 in Game 6 of the 1987 NBA Finals at the age of 40. So Chris Paul still got plenty of years to do it again, but he's still got it right now.
I'm going to do the reference. I'm sorry, I have to do it.
Oh, God.
I'm 36! I know it's the wrong player. Hilarious reference. Same age. So it's funny to me. You must be yoking. No, not making eggs. Come on, people. First MVP to be ejected from a playoff game since Steph Curry in 2016, Nikola Jokic. 5th MVP to be swept in the playoffs, according to our wonderful stats and information group, Nikola Jokic. Not bueno.
And he was mad.
He
like
was.
the
I mean,
dude
look,
knew he was about to take an L, so he
like,
just
"Are you
went out
kidding me?"
swinging.
You know who never takes L's? Moms. Look at Chris Paul after the game. Who's he going to hug? Moms. You know why? Because moms, whether it's sports or otherwise, are always there for you. Shout out to the sports parents who give it their all for their sons and daughters, their children, to be able to do what they do. Respect them.
Shouts out to moms.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Hi, Mom.
Let's go around the association, guys.
Let's do it. And we'll start with the Storm taking on the Sun. And I'm going to say easy as 1, 2, 3. Not because it is easy, but because Sue Bird makes it look very easy. In Seattle's 88-66 win over the Sun, Sue Bird made 3 of 4 threes. And on her third, she tied Katie Smith for second all-time in WNBA three-pointers at 906.
Mystics dream. Lucky number 13 for Atlanta. The Dream drained 13 threes in their huge win against the Mystics. Atlanta pulled away at the start of the third quarter with a 17-3 run and went on to win it 101-78.
They call that getting a buckets.
Let's
go Liberty taking on the Mercury, and we're talking Benaja Laney, who is in her own Laney. She had 23 points and 10 assists. That her 9th game with 20 or more points this season, which is the most in the league. She's the 7th player in WNBA history to score 20 or more points in 9 of her first 10 games of a season. Crazy.
Wings and aces, royal flush. Why? Highest hand possible, the best hand. Who's the best? A'ja Wilson, 28 points and 14 rebounds, scoring in double figures for her 41st consecutive game, people, while notching her 3rd straight double-double. Aces won 85-78. But yes, A'ja Wilson, top flight.